In the recent budget, Chancellor Rachel Reeves announced that the government will create a dedicated team of 350 criminal investigators within HMRC's Fraud Investigation Service. Criminal investigators, not civil. Their task will be to target small businesses suspected of not paying their taxes. This is on top of the 1.4 billion that the government gave HMRC to recruit 5,000 new compliance staff at the last budget. So small businesses, this is a video specifically for you. Here are some of the things you need to be thinking about right now. I'm Salman Anwar, ex-HMRC tax inspector. I've worked for 12 years on both sides of the HMRC fence, within the department and in two of the largest accountancy firms in the land, before I set up ADL Tax 18 months ago. So here's what you need to do. Clear, practical steps that will ensure you stay out of trouble. If you're having sleepless nights and you've not paid your taxes, now is the time to come clean and fix. There are various disclosure routes available depending on the nature of your discrepancies and omission. Ones that give you immunity from prosecution through to more simpler routes like the digital disclosure service. If you can't sleep at night and you know you've got an issue, the best time to fix it is before HMRC comes knocking. There's no point waiting because it's only a matter of time before you get the knock, and you don't want to have a criminal investigation. If you've got an issue, make sure you talk to a specialist today and you get the ball rolling. My calendar links in the description below if you'd like to have a confidential, no obligation chat. The second thing I want to highlight is the importance of good record keeping and having the right systems and processes in place. If you're a small business, don't think that you're too small to be spending time and effort having a good governance structure. Sure, you document your transactions, keep good contemporaneous evidence, and have the right type of record keeping and accounting systems to demonstrate income and expenditure. Document directors' meetings or partners' meetings, document any investment decisions you're making, and if you're spending money on anything that might get questioned later, seek advice wherever possible. The key to keeping HMRC at bay or to getting them to go away if they do come calling is to ensure you're able to robustly defend your accounts and tax returns. Remember, the job of a criminal investigator is to investigate you with a view to prosecution. You need to make sure that if something's gone wrong, you fix it. And if something looks like not above board, you need to be able to explain that clearly. The third and last thing I want to talk about is the main reason I see majority of people get into trouble with HMRC. And it is not having enough knowledge on their company or business finances and not knowing the tax consequences of their actions. Taking out too much money from the business, spending it on somewhere else where they're not supposed to, deducting something that isn't allowable, going on a business trip which is effectively a family holiday, and the list goes on. The simplest way to protect yourself from HMRC scrutiny is to educate yourself about what the tax consequences are of running a business, of how to best manage your finances and how to best manage your interactions with HMRC should the need ever arise. Minimize your red flags with HMRC. Pour over your accounts, review them properly. When your accountants gives you your drafts, make sure you understand what the figures show. Make sure you understand what those documents show. File your returns on time. Pay your taxes on time and try and keep the red flags as low as possible. Try and minimize your risk profile in the eyes of HMRC. That only comes about if you understand what they are seeing from you. And to do that, you need to understand what's going on in your accounts, in your tax returns, and in your accounting records. As a small business owner, hearing that you're in the firing line can be quite alarming, and hearing the notion of criminal investigators being recruited to target you is quite discomforting. However, If you take some of those simple steps I mentioned earlier in the video, then you will be able to protect yourself in the best way possible. I'm Saman Anwar, your HMRC specialist tax advisor. If you've got anything you've heard in this video that you're worried about, you've got liabilities to declare to HMRC, you can use my Calendly link in the description below to book an initial consultation completely free of charge. See you in the next one.